Hi, everyone. Welcome to Base Sunday. I'm your host, Frank Malico. We got a great show for you this morning. 3 authors, a nonprofit that will give you a chance to help the city of San Francisco, and of course, a weekly reminder. You can follow us on social media. It's all on Twitter, Facebook, and all our segments you can find on YouTube. And if you got an idea, fire it our way at cbssf.com. Now to our first guest. She is guaranteed to make you feel a little bit better. It's all about diet, in this case, all natural. She is a nutritional therapy practitioner, a holistic health counselor, and a food specialist. Please welcome the author of the book, Eat Naked, Margaret Floyd. How are you?
I'm great, thanks.
Welcome, welcome. What'd you have for breakfast?
I had a couple of eggs with some broccoli we were talking about and some tomatoes.
Okay, and the eggs came from?
Very happy chickens doing what chickens do. Yeah. Okay,
very good. Well, let's talk about your book, Eat Naked. Yeah. It's I think the name kind of speaks for itself, but it's it's all about the food and where it comes from, right?
It is. Basically. It is. It's all about, so Naked is all about stripping away all the unnecessary things, starting with how it's grown. So we don't want any of those pesticides or the antibiotics or hormones that are going into the animal foods, and then what we do to it once it has been grown. So you think about that food label and all those things that you can't pronounce on the side of it. That's not doing anything good in your body. Your body, you can't recognize that, and your body certainly doesn't recognize it.
Now, we talked about this off camera, but 100 years ago, people were healthier, weren't they? Because they weren't eating a lot of this crap, so to speak, right?
No, they were eating real food that they, they hunted or they gathered or they grew themselves. Your body knows what to do with that. And, our bodies are very powerful self-healing mechanisms, and if we give the bits and pieces that it needs, it really knows what to do to take care of itself.
Well, here's the book, and it's doing very well. Tell us why. Why did you write it? Because of an experience you had, or you just didn't feel good, or what?
A couple of different reasons. One is about when I was in my mid-20s, I had a skin condition that I've been dealing with since I was in my early teens. And it was getting to the point where it was being managed by medication, but it was just before I went to see her, I was what I call a junk food vegetarian. So I was eating no meat, but I was eating loads of stuff that was totally unrecognizable to my body. Lots of sugar, lots of, white pasta.
Well, I'm in deep trouble.
All that kind of stuff. So when I went to see her and she changed my diet, that skin condition completely went away and has never come back since, many years later.
And how do you feel? You must feel great.
I feel fabulous.
I feel
fabulous. Yeah.
Now, we talked off camera a little bit about this, but I got into juicing a little bit. And I thought, oh, this is great. And carrots and zucchini and just getting all the nutrients. My body didn't like it to start.
No.
It takes a while to kind of make this transition. Don't just all of a sudden change, right?
Yeah, I'm all about the baby steps.
Right.
You want to do things easily, and your body will go through a little bit of a detoxing, especially if you kind of pull a lot of the bad stuff out and put a lot of the good stuff in. That first week or two can be a little rough. But after that, it is so worth it, because after that, you feel fantastic. Probably better than you know you could feel.
Now, what do you say to some of those folks that are, maybe in their late 50s, 60s, 70s? Oh, jeez, it's just too late for me. I've been eating this way forever.
No way.
No way?
Absolutely no way. Did you know every single cell in your body is regenerating? So you actually have a whole new body every, I think it's 7 or 10 years. So at 50 or 60, you got a lot of years to go. 70 or 80, you probably still have a lot of years to go. And it really, think about it, every cell was once food. One of my teachers says we are, at our most basic level, walking food. It's true.
Wow, okay.
Really important.
And how long does it take to start feeling the benefits of switching your diet to eating naked, as you say?
I'd say a week or two just to start feeling the early benefits. The longer you do it, the better you feel. Depends on where you're starting from. So if you're eating a diet that's 100% processed foods, it'll take a little bit of time. Right. But within the first couple of weeks.
And how do you feel? What happens? Just more energy? Just
more energy,
sleep better?
Steady energy. So none of these like crazy highs and lows. Yeah. Digestive stuff tends to resolve. Little chronic things that we don't even really think of as not being well, like, oh, I get headaches at this time of day, or my stomach doesn't feel so good when I eat such and such a food, or I can't sleep, or I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm awake for an hour. All those kinds of like little nagging things go away. Okay, you got an 80-20 rule, so you have a little bit of fun. I do. So I'm a big believer in keeping things sustainable, and to do that you have to keep it realistic, right? So if 80% of the time you are being really mindful about what you eat, then that other 20% of the time, enjoy yourself, If you told me I could never eat sugar again the rest of my life, I'd be very upset.
Now, you eat meat too, though, right?
You're not
a vegan.
I'm not a vegan. I'm not a vegetarian. For some people, that works for their bodies. In my case, my body really, really needs animal protein. And I think when it comes to eating anything that comes from an animal, the most important thing, and this is really, really important, is looking at the health of the animal itself that you're eating, whether it's a product from the animal like eggs or dairy, or whether it's actually the meat itself. So grass-fed beef, wild fish, eggs from pastured chickens. Those are the kinds of things you want to be looking for.
Know what you're eating. I guess that's the
absolutely,
key to that, yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, awfully nice to meet you. We wish you all the best with the book.
Thank
it's called
so
Eat
much.
Naked. And if you'd like more information about Eat Naked, log on to eatnakednow.com. Margaret's book can be ordered from any online bookseller or from her website. You can follow her on Facebook, on Twitter at Margaret Floyd, all one word, and start becoming a more healthier you. Got much more Base Sunday coming up, so stay right there, folks.